Hey guys, Joe from American Trucks, and today I'm going to be reviewing and installing the MBRP 3-inch XP Series single exhaust system with a side exit, fitting all 11 to 14 3.5 Ecoboost F150s. This is going to be perfect for the F150 owner that's looking to turn up the volume of their truck just a little bit with an awesome single 409 stainless exhaust for an extremely reasonable price. As you guys just heard, this is a mid-range loud exhaust, but easily gets a 3 out of 5 on our Wake the Neighbor scale. This is perfect if you're looking for something to turn up the volume just a little bit so people know that it's an upgraded exhaust, but it's not going to be anything so loud that it's going to draw unwanted attention to your truck. This is manufactured out of 3-inch diameter 409 stainless steel throughout. You have MBRP's high flow muffler in the middle, and it ends in a 3.5-inch diameter slash cut polished tip embossed with the MBRP logo. That 409 stainless steel is going to be perfect if you live in any salty winter conditions. It's going to hold up great and ensure this kit is making noise for years to come. It's priced at around $450, and that is going to be extremely reasonable for a kit like this that's made out of 409 stainless, and is definitely a good return on your investment for what you get on the noise and durability on this kit. Install isn't going to be too bad either. We're looking at an easy 2 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Should only take you about 2 hours to get on with basic hand tools. Now, the reason I give it a 2 and not a 1 is this kit is intended for 145-inch wheelbase trucks. So if you have one of those, you're in luck. You won't have to make any cuts in order to get this to fit on your truck. But if you do have a shorter truck or a longer truck, you will have to either cut the front inlet pipe or the extension pipe in order to get this to fit. So that's why it gets a 2 out of 3. So with that being said, let me show you how to get this on your truck. For this install, you will need an impact, ratchet, short and deep 15mm socket, 13mm socket, 10mm socket, 8mm Allen key, some spray lubricant like WD-40, and a saw if you have to make any cuts to your exhaust. So under the truck, and our first step is we're going to hit all of our hangers with some WD-40. You can actually skip this one. We're going to be removing that in just a second using a 10mm socket. And there's another one right behind the muffler, and the last one is right near the spare. And as you can see, these hangers face opposite ways. So this one, we're going to release using a 10mm socket. So next, we can release our factory Cat-Back from this flange here by undoing the 2 13mm bolts. So with our factory exhaust off the truck, I just wanted to take a second to lay it next to our new MBRP kit and point out some of the improvements that our new system is going to make. As you can see, we're going to be losing this big old factory muffler, this flex pipe here, and this resonator as well, all of which are going to hinder power and sound. And we're swapping over to a larger diameter pipe in general, 3 inches, which is definitely a step up from this dinky factory pipe. We're losing the resonator and flex pipe in general, and we're toning down our muffler to MBRP's high flow thin design, which is going to sound a lot better and be less restrictive on your exhaust, which is what creates power. That 3-inch diameter tubing follows all the way through, ending in an awesome 3.5-inch chrome slash cut tip embossed with the MBRP logo. And one of the biggest benefits, if not the biggest benefit, of our new MBRP kit is full 409 stainless construction throughout, so that kit will never end up looking like our aluminized steel, all rusted and corroded away. So let me show you how to get it installed. We're gonna need our inlet pipe, the flange, and 15mm hardware included in the kit. Now I know I said to grab your inlet pipe, but before we hang that up, we actually have to switch this old exhaust hanger to this position here. We had to uninstall this one to get our stock kit out, and we're actually gonna use it for our new MBRP system. So I'm going to undo this and switch it over here. It's a 10mm socket to get those 2 bolts out. Now we can move on to the inlet pipe, but before we hang this up, I just wanted to let you guys know that this kit is intended for a 145-inch wheelbase truck. So that's going to be your standard cab with the 8-foot bed, super cab with the 6.5, or the super crew with the 5.5. If you have one of those trucks, you're in luck. You won't need to use this extension pipe and you won't have to cut anything. If you do have anything else though, you will have to make some cuts or use this extension pipe. So once you have any necessary cuts made, it's as simple as putting your flange on and securing it to the factory connect with the included 15mm hardware. Now, as you noticed, I left that 15mm hardware loose, just hand tight for now, and that's a good rule of thumb with all exhausts. That's going to give you some much needed wiggle room when we get to the end of the install and have to adjust our tips. Also, there's a bend in this pipe I just wanted to point out. That's going to open toward your frame rail. Once you have that situated, you can grab this hanger clamp, throw it around, and get it seated in the hanger mount like so, and hand tighten this clamp. And it's going to be just about the same process for our muffler. So we're going to throw another 3-inch clamp around that and mount it to our inlet pipe. And I'm just going to use a pole jack to help me get that in place. And for our over axle pipe, it's going to be the same process. Another 3-inch clamp, and that's going to go into the hanger mount and onto the back of our muffler. And same thing for the tailpipe, another clamp, and then you could get it seated on our over axle pipe and in this hanger mount near the rear. And lastly is our exhaust tip, and we can tighten that down with an 8mm Allen key. With our exhaust system completely built on the truck, we can now run through, tighten down all the clamps and hardware. Once you have everything tightened down, you can now lower the truck and check for leaks. And that is going to do it for my review and install of the MBRP 3-inch XP Series single exhaust system with the side exit, fitting all 11 to 14 3.5 Ecoboost F150s. Thank you for watching. I'm Joe, and for all things F150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.